Yeah. Better days, I pray for better days. Working hard cause I want extra pay. Talk to them seeds, but you must demonstrate. Cause it's your ways that they gon' imitate. Non-violent. Sometimes I wish I would've went to college. Frown proudly. Cause where I'm from, they hate you when you smiling. Your faith should be your gun. You can't leave home without it. The children being grown, cause all the parents acting childish. You show them your reality, I bet they doubt it. You tell them all about your dreams, that's when they out it. Your own blood, ain't no family no more. They do you badly for show. You try to patch up your soul, Lord knows you on a mission to show him you so submissive. The prayer said in silence, you know the devil can hear him, pay attention. Know the war's within, how much time do you spend? Try to balance your zen, then again, losses is lessons. You tell me you trying to win, we know about saving money. You tell me you trying to spend that blood on it. Sweat, tears, you put that love on it. Your best years was just a dumb moment. You tired of going hungry, can't deal with fake making your life lonely. Your lack of faith that left your soul bony. But you gon' work and you gon' strive, do what it takes to survive. What is truth, what is a lie? You know that war's inside. Some get draped into the fake, they don't know what to decide. Wrong choice, meet your demise, keep that between you and I. You realize, some people you gon' let go, you visualize. The things you need to feed your soul is on the rise. They not gon' wanna let you go, but it's alright. It's cool to bury what's gon' grow. Went from wrong to the right and to the dark to the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. Gotta hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. From wrong to the right and to the dark from the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. You just hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me. Yeah, I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me.
Yeah. Don't be stressing on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. Just keep going and keep your faith, so you can win this race. This race called life, yeah, yeah. This race called life. This race called life, yeah, yeah. Race called life. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm grinding 'cause I know that I'm gon' get it. I just gotta have vision, keep faith and be humble. Have some patience with it. I've been A1 since day one, been always on my job. I never been a fake, never had to steal and rob. Cause I do good business, I'm too good with it. And even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them, and don't like being missing. But I hate when my bills are thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress up on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith in my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. This race called life, yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life, yeah, yeah, yeah. I keep on running in this race called life, yeah. race called life. This race called life. Girl, I just gotta win this race called life. This race called life. Just gotta win this race called life.
Yes, we are in here. Peace, 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 Titan family. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the main event of the evening. Tonight, inside this intellectual ring, there will be no tag teams, no timeouts, and no running from the question. Can somebody mute that phone?
My bad, y'all.
On the left, standing on lived experience, history, resistance, and raw reality, representing the Black woman, the challenger of systems, the disruptor of dogma. Everybody give a round of applause for Suave B.O.S.
Yeah.
I don't hear nobody clapping.
Yeah,
There we go. There we go.
Oh, there you go. There you go. My buddy clapping. All right, we in the building, man. Yeah, man, it's the boy Suave B.O.S. You already know, man. Argument League stand up. Black man stand up. Black woman stand up. Black child stand up. Shout out to A1, the busiest man on stream, y'all, man. Shout out to my opponent, Jesse's Allah's greatest warrior, man. Shout out to him and his juice company, man. Stream to him. Shout out to everybody in attendance, man. Hit that like button, share it if you got a platform. We in the building for this, man. AOI stand up, man. Snapping off entertainment, man. GL, let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go. And hold on one second. I'm actually editing this background that I'm going to introduce. Okay, there we go. And on the right, standing on revelation, scripture, and prophecy, and divine command, defending the name that echoes across centuries and civilizations. Defending Allah, we have Jesse Valdez. Everybody give Jesse Valdez a round of applause. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam. It's your boy Allah's gracious warrior, Jesse Valdez. I came down on a lightning bolt to strike fear of God in the hearts of men. You know, here we are today. We're supposed to be debating who is God, Allah versus the Black woman. And today I plan to come home victorious. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to Suave B.O.S. Shout out to Ano. You know, I thank y'all for coming through, taking the time out to make this happen today. I'd like to shout out to all my viewers. Today is going to be a destruction. Be prepared for it, everybody. Let's roll.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And you know what we came to do here today. You know why we're here. But if you don't, let me show you the tournament that got all of this started.
These are not just speakers. These are thinkers, forged in fire. Warriors of words stepping into destiny. Welcome to the Coliseum of arguments, where logic clashes with conviction and ideas spill like blood in the sand. 16 titans, 16 minds, one path to immortality. They come seeking truth, they fight for redemption, they burn for revenge. Featuring the intellectual elite of the Titans Debate League. Every round a new war, every word a new weapon. Every titan ready to fall or rise in glory. This is not debate, this is combat. Step into the Coliseum of arguments. Only the brave speak here. Are you not entertained?
Yes, yes, yes. And that is a tournament, Clash of the Titans 1.0, that got all of this started. This here is the Gauntlet, where we do exhibition debates, and the topic settled today is the Black woman versus Allah, who is God. And Jesse, do we have you going first?
Yes, we do.
Okay, just so that way everybody's on the same page. As a formality, I go over the rules of engagement one more time for you and the audience as well. So let's do that.
All right, warriors. Listen up. Clash of the Titans official debate format. Rule number one, order of speaking. The affirmative, the side advocating for the resolution, always presents first. Rule number two, opening statements. Each debater delivers a 3-minute opening address. Rule number three, argument rounds. There are 2 rounds per participant. Round one, presentation of their primary case. Round two, rebuttal of the opponent's arguments and or further development of their own position. Each round lasts 12 minutes. Rule number four, turn order. The debater who speaks first will also close second in the rebuttal rounds, Q&A period, and final summations. Rule number five, cross-examination. Each participant has 10 minutes to interrogate their opponent. This time belongs to the questioner. Pauses or hesitations are counted against their allotted time. If progress stalls, the moderator may intervene only to keep the exchange moving, not to address the judges or the audience. Rule number six, closing statements. Following Q&A, each debater is granted 3 minutes for a final summation of their case. May the odds be forever in your favor.
Okay, so to break that down in layman's terms, you got a 3-minute intro, 2 12-minute rounds, 10 minutes to question your opponent. The question and answer round, the order will reverse from who took the affirmative, and you have a 3-minute closing argument. So, Jesse, you said you're taking the affirmative. Well, it's a double affirmative, the title I see here. So, but you were going first, Jesse?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, do you have a screen to share or what we doing? Oh, it's an intro. You can do whatever you want though. Let me know when you need me. And let me pull up the clock first. Okay. Timer. 3-minute timer. You know what? Let me share this timer on the screen here with you, gentlemen. If I can get it to come up right. There we go. Wouldn't that be crazy if I got a copyright strike for whistling that? Okay. Let me share the screen. Do you need a screen share, Jesse?
No, not right now.
Okay. Three-minute timer on the screen, and time starts when you start.
Alrighty. Allah's gracious warrior is in the building. I come with the premise of showing that Allah is God. Today, I plan on proving this using the Quran and some sources as well. Today, I don't plan on speaking too much of my own. I'm going to just let the Quran do all the talking. I'm going to destroy this brother as quickly as possible. I hope that it shows that Allah's gracious warrior is victorious within the first half. But I'm going all the way with the battle. Allah's gracious warrior standing on Allah being the God of the universe as defined in by Mediterranean's definition. Um, we plan on dismantling all concepts of anything outside of that being God. Suave B.O.S is supposed to be coming with is the black woman God. Shout out to all the beautiful black women, but today we're going to give true reverence to where it's supposed to be given. Allah is the creator of the heavens and earth, and that's the only God we're going to be focusing on today. I don't plan on taking any shots. I love my people, but today is going to be Allah focused. Allah is the God. He's the only God, the creator of the heavens and earth. Today I plan on showing that.
And you have 1 minute and 41 seconds left.
There's no way that this brother's going to be able to come with anything. I don't even know what he was thinking showing up. I've been asked multiple times, is this even a debate? How can someone debate something so crazy? I just look back and I laugh. Hey, this guy must be serious. I don't know what he was thinking. Real quick, I'm going to do a little bit of a prayer. I want to see the brother do a prayer of his own. But here we go. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbi Alameen. Ar Rahman Ar Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Sirata al-ladina alayhim. Why am I do alayhim walabalim? Ameen. All praise is due to my creator. The brother's not going to be able to, I love to see the brother pray to the black woman that he's going to be worshiping tonight. I don't know if Suave B.O.S is serious when he says he worships the black women, but the most of the black women are going to be on Allah's gracious warrior side today. When we sit up here and pray, I got the sisters with me. They pray, they rocking on our side. He's praying something that prays to something else, while I'm praying straight to the Creator himself. Allah, all praises due to you. This is going to be an easy destruction. The brother should have never showed up tonight. I don't know what he was thinking. It's going to be a destruction. Easy money. All praises due to the Creator. Once again, Allah himself. Ameen.
And that is time. Let me get this timer reset. And time starts when you start, Suave.
All right, you should be able to see my screen. Can you see my screen?
You need to screen share. Gotcha. Take this one down. Add this one up. And time starts when you start.
All right, I just needed affirmative. You see it?
Oh yeah, it's on the screen. Yeah, can you want it up?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got action.
Okay, but yeah, today's debate is simply Allah versus black woman. Who is God? Suave B.O.S versus Jesse, man. And first off, let me start off. I'll start off all my debates when I'm in my right mind. I want to give an honor to my grandparents and my parents who were created by them so that they may create me, so that I may be here today to display that the black woman is God, man. Let me kill that. Yeah, today is a simple conversation. It really is. God, we all normalized to God. Most of us grew up Christians. Some of us grew up Islam. Some of us grew up Israelites. I'm here today to shake all of that. I'm here today to let you know that all of these religions were built and created to replace the black woman. Adopted the belief of her and placed it on a man. And no matter how foolish it gets, through military enforcement, laws, punishment, even death, we have been forced to believe that God is a man. God is a man who walks and talks and somehow created the universe. Well, yeah, I'm not here to not just challenge that, but I'm here to stand on what is ultimately being challenged, that the black woman is God. So this is the boy Suave B.O.S, man, and I have an admiration for Jesse. I have to say that at this point, simply for him participating. A lot of people will run from this debate. He didn't. So he's here to put Allah up against the greatest force we've ever known historically. In antiquity, ancient times, prehistoric times. You can dig all around the world, you will not find one sculpture of Allah. On every land that you have on earth, you dig in that ground, you will find a statue of a pregnant black woman. So I'm here to stand on my religion, and he's here to stand on his, man. So black power. And may y'all enjoy it. Hit the like button. Share if you have a platform. Shout out to A1, the greatest host on StreamYard, man. And like I say, shout out to Jesse, man. It's the boy Suave B.O.S. Let's get to it.
30 seconds left. You yield the rest of your time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's get this 12-minute timer set for round one. Okay. 12-minute timer in the bottom right corner. Can you guys see that?
Yep, I see
Yep.
it.
Yep. Jesse, time starts when you start. Okay, Jesse, you're muted. Can you hear me? Jesse, you're muted.
Okay. Allah's gracious warrior is ready. We can get this going.
But real quick before you start, real quick word from our sponsor.
Let's pause the noise for a second, because if you're still here right now, you're already different. Not everyone gets this. Not everyone understands real debate, real scholarship, real intellectual smoke. But you do. This is Coliseum of Arguments. This is Titans Debate League. And what happens here doesn't survive on algorithms. It survives on the people who believe in it. When you support through Cash App, you're not just donating. You're fueling the arena. You're the reason we can bring in high-level guests. You're the reason we keep unbiased judges. You're the reason these debates stay sharp, fair, and uncompromised. This platform is built by thinkers, sustained by supporters, protected by the ones who know value when they see it. If this show has ever sharpened your mind, has ever entertained you, or has ever challenged what you thought you knew, then Cash App is how you say, keep this going. Not everyone contributes, but the ones who do, they're part of what makes this real. Coliseum of Arguments, Titans Debate League, powered by the people who get it.
My heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. Yeah, my heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. I look in the mirror now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Time starts when you start, Jesse.
Okay, can y'all see my screen?
No, let me share that. I don't see a screen share back here.
All right, give me a second. All right, can you see it now?
No. You share the screen? Oh, there it goes.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, so let me know when it comes up, because I can't see it while I'm looking at these points.
All right, let me make some adjustments to the layout that we have over here. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go.
All right, so it's on the screen now.
Now it is on the screen. Can you see it?
I can't right now while I'm looking at the.
Okay, it's on the screen. I can see it on my end. Can you see it, Suave? You're muted. But
Yeah, I can see it. The clock ain't up there though.
yeah, I can only share one screen, so I'm gonna have to watch the clock.
All right.
On the side. I can't do
And
both.
just let me know some points of time intervals.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a 6-minute sound. That's gonna sound like, where is it at? 808 Mafia sound.
And you can also let me know in the last minute if possible.
6 minute, and then this is for the 2 minutes. We'll do the gong.
Okay. All right, so we ready to go?
Yes, sir. Time starts when you start.
Okay. So first, we're going to start with what is a God? What is the definition of God? From Mediterranean Webster's definition, God is the supreme or ultimate reality, such as the being perfect in power, wisdom, and goodness, who is worshipped as Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism as a creator and a ruler of the universe. So this is the definition that I'm going to be focusing on. We're going to start with the first definition, the main definition, and we're going to go pretty hard on that. So what I have on the screen now is a Quran verse. This is 384. I'm going to give you an explanation of who Allah is. It says, say, we believed in Allah and what was revealed to us and what was revealed to Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, and the descendants, and what was given to Moses and Jesus and the prophets from their Lord. We make no distinction between any of them, and we are Muslims submitting to him. So if you are a Christian or a Jew, go ahead and stand up today, because Allah's gracious warrior is defending our God. There's only one God of the entire universe, and we all worship the same God. And today, Allah's gracious warrior is going to be standing on that. So I'm going to go to the verse prior. Say, so is it other than the religion of Allah they desire, while to him have submitted all those within the heavens and earth willingly or by compulsion, and to him they will be returned? I bring this verse to point out, how can you even come up here thinking about, another religion outside of Islam, and the people that you worship are worshiping Allah. The verse after. And whoever desires other than Islam as a religion, never will it be accepted from him, and he and the in the hereafter will be among the losers. Our boy Suave B.O.S, I hate to say it, but it's going to be this debate, and also there's the possibility of him becoming a loser in the hereafter if he does not get himself together and come into worshiping Allah alone. So the next verse that I'm going to be reading is going to be Quran 751, and I'm going to read on. It says, those who took this faith of Islam as a mere amusement and play were deluded by their worldly life. Allah will say today, we have ignored them just as they ignored the day of theirs, and for rejecting our revelations. We have certainly brought the book we explained with knowledge, a guide and a mercy for those who believe. Do they only await the fulfillment of its warning? The day it will be fulfilled, those who ignored it will say, the messengers of our Lord certainly came with the truth. Are there any intercessors who can plead on our behalf? Or can we be sent back so we may do good, unlike what we used to do? They will certainly ruin themselves, and whatever gods they have fabricated will fail them. So just real quick on that verse right there, this highlights the concept that this brother is calling to the black woman as God, and this is something that he's fabricated, and they will fail him on that day of recompense. Indeed, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and earth in 6 days, then established himself on the throne. He makes the day overlap the night in rapid succession. He created the sun, the moon, the stars, all subjected by his command. The creation and the command belong to him alone. Blessed is Allah, Lord of the worlds. This is a very important point, and I also want to point out that in this verse, it refers to Allah as the Lord of the worlds, similar to the definition that I've already showed. Call upon your Lord in humility or secretly. Surely he does not like the transgressors. Do not spread corruption in the land after it has been set in order, and call upon him in hope and fear. Indeed, Allah's mercy is always close to the doers of good. He is the one who sends down the winds, ushering his mercy. When they bear heavy clouds. We drive them to a lifeless land and then cause it to rain to fall, producing every type of fruit. Similarly, we bring the dead to life, so perhaps you would be mindful. The feudal land produces abundantly by the will of its lord, whereas the infertile land hardly produces anything. This is how we vary our lessons for those who are thankful. So I just want to point out, it's our Lord who produces the land. He's the one who produces the rain. This is something that the black woman is outside of. There's no way he can show that a black woman can cause rain. This is going to be Quran 13:1. I'm going to another one. Straight Quran verses today, everybody. Aleph, Lam, Mim, Ra. These are the verses of the book. What has been revealed to you from your Lord is the truth, but most people do not believe. It is Allah who raised the heavens without pillars, as you can see.
5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Then he established himself on the throne. He subjected the sun and the moon, and each orbiting for an appointed term. He conducts the whole affair. He makes the signs clear so that ye may be certain with your meeting of the Lord. He is the one who spread out the earth and placed firm mountains and rivers upon it, and he's created the fruits of every kind in pairs. He covers the day with night. Surely these are signs for those who reflect. Another verse. This is Quran 51:47. We built the universe with great might, and we are certainly expanding it. As for the earth, we spread it out. How superbly did we smooth it out? And we created pairs of all things, so perhaps you would be mindful. So proclaim, flee to Allah. I am truly sent by him with a clear warning to you. And do not set up another God with Allah. I am truly sent by him with a clear warning to you. Now, I want to highlight the point where it talked about the universe, that he's certainly expanding it. According to modern scientists today, the James Webb telescope confirms that the universe is expanding faster than we know and we thought. Scientists still don't know why. This is a major point, being that this brother came out with this 1,500 years ago, and scientists are just coming up with the concept that the earth is expanding. The Quran mentioned it a long time ago. Indeed, we created man from a sounding clay molded from black mud. I Googled, are humans made from the same elements as dirt? And it says, yes, humans are composed of the same fundamental chemicals elements found in Earth's soil, specifically carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, which make up 99% of the human body. These are essential elements, along with the trace elements like iron and zinc that are present in the dirt that are transformed into humans through food. So, biblically speaking, it said that we came from dirt, and has been proven today. Now, I want to go even further. It says, our planetary scientist, Dr. Ashley King, explains how because of this spectacular phenomenon, we are actually made of stardust. So once again, just to point out, the not only are we made from dust, but we are made of some of the most beautiful dust. We're made from stardust, made by our Creator, which this is all over his head. All these things that I have brought forth, he's not going to be able to show how a black woman has created these things. What are they asking one another about? About the momentous news over which they disagree? But no, they will come to know. Again, no, they will come to know. Have we smoothed out the earth like a bed? Have we made the mountains as its pegs, and created you in pairs, and made you sleep for rest, and made the night cover, and made the day for livelihood, and built above you 7 mighty heavens? A place in them placed in them a shining lamp, and we sent down from the rain clouds pouring water. producing it by grains, at various plants and dense orchards. Indeed, the final decision is at an appointed time, and the trumpet will be blown, and you will all come forth in crowds. Now, I want to point out, the Quran said that mountains are pegs. Modern geology confirms that mountains possess deep roots extending 10 to 15 times the surface height into the crust, acting as structurally like pegs or stabilizers or anchors in continental plates. These structures, often described as the gravitational pegs, assist in the minimizing of Earth's crust and vibration and contribute to the balancing of the
1
planet's
minute.
rotation. Once again, this is something that is out of his range. He's not going to be able to go this far. Mountains, this is by scienceopen.com. Mountains are gravitational pegs that stabilize the Earth's rotation motion. So, I just showed that Google post, and I just went a little further with scienceopen.com, pointing out that the Quran said that the Earth would be that the mountains would be gravitational pegs, and here we are today. Modern sciences have proved what he has said. Another point was we made another point that I'm going to dive into. You know what? I'm going to go ahead
And that's time.
yeah.
That is time. That is time. Okay, Suave B.O.S, are you ready for your round one? Go ahead and
Yes, sir. Black Power, I am. And my presentation should be sharing. Am I good?
You're good. We can't really see you, but we can see the presentation.
Okay, cool. You can't really see me, or you can't see me at all.
It's like there's no light on you or something.
There's none. Let's bring
Look
my
at
up in.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
All right, bet. Let's get it. Yeah, man. Suave B.O.S
And
versus Jesse.
hold
Is
on
the
one
black
second.
woman.
Let me restart the clock. Time starts when you start.
Allah versus black woman, man. So let's get it, man. Shout out to my parents. So yeah, the definition of God, he read it, but then he stopped it right there. So let's go down to the third one. And adored, admired, or influential person. So this person that he's calling Allah is adored in the ways that he adore him. The black woman is adored in the way that I adore him. Adored, admired, influential person. This is an actual definition. This is my source. This is my claim. Christianity and Islam, often introduced or imposed through missionary work and colonial efforts, became widespread in Africa and were used as tools to influence and control populations. These monotheistic faiths were sometimes used to undermine indigenous belief systems during colonialism. While they were used for control, they also had blended with traditional African beliefs. Christianity, introduced in various ways, including early, often through missionary work, it was utilized by colonial powers to instill European values, which served to undermine traditional African social structures and control behavior, particularly during the era of the transatlantic slave trade. Now, Islam, no different than other religions. Introduced through trade and later expansion in part of Africa, Islam was often adopted by ruling classes, but could also be used to enforce conformity to religious law in different religions. Now, the colonial implementations. The introduction of these religions was often part of a broader colonial agenda intended to replace indigenous spiritual, cultural, and traditional practices, which belief systems that emphasized obedience to a single deity, which was interpreted to support colonial authority. What was this single deity? Female, black female. So let's go to Allah. A major pre-Islamic, mute out please. A major pre-Islamic Arab, Arabian god is considered one of the three daughters of Allah alongside Al-Uzza and Manat, worshipped across the Arabian Peninsula. Known as the goddess, contradiction of Al-Alahat. She was associated with the moon or the sun, representing fertility, earth, and sometimes war. Cult and worship. Worship by tribes like the Banu, the Gif. Her shrine at Taif was a sacred, violence-free zone. She was often depicted with a lion or a gazelle, symbolizing her tender and protective qualities. The religion of significance. She was highly popular in North Arabia, revered by Nabateans, and mentioned by Greek historian Herodotus, actually mentioned in BC times by Herodotus, who equated her with Aphrodite. Her role in Mecca, along Al-Azu and Manat. This is the destruction of Allah. If y'all don't see this, she was worshipped by the Quraysh tribe in Mecca, with their idols located near the Kaaba, according to Islamic traditions. Now, the condemnation. The Quran mentions Allah and her counterparts to condemn their worship. The Quran comes along with Allah after Allah has been worshipped by the Arabian people, and Islam is introduced. And here we go with the destruction of the indigenous people religion. Once again, highlighting the shift from polytheistic beliefs and Jahalayaha to strict monotheism. Okay, so this is my source. This is my claim. Allah, a major pre-Islamic Arabian goddess, was first recorded as Aliyah by the Greek historian Herodotus in the 5th century BC. Remember these times, BC, 5th century BC. This is 400 BCE. Who equated her with Aphrodite. She was worshipped as a principal deity, often along Al-Auza and Manat in the Arabian Peninsula, and honored in Palmyra, Syria. Remember these territories, remember these times. Key aspects of his life and legacy. This is about Muhammad, founder of Islam. He established Islam in Mecca and Medina around 7th century CE. CE, that's AD, preaching monotheism against polytheistic traditions. Okay, so here's my source and here's my claim. Ayana. Ayana is the prominent Sumerian goddess of love, fertility, sexual, and war. Now, what you got to understand is that before any of these male deities come along, God, Jesus, Allah, whatever you want to call them, Yahweh, whatever you want to call them, indigenous people globally were worshiping what? Women. Way before race was created, what were these women? Highly melanated women who were colored black. Sorry, depicted black. Ayana is the prominent Sumerian goddess of love, fertility, sexuality, and war, known as the Queen of Heaven, way before heaven was written in the Bible, and later synchronized with the Akkadian deity Ishtar. She represented a complex, often paradoxical traits, embodying both passionate love and aggressive power, and was symbolized by the morning, evening star, Venus, lions, and gates. We're talking about astrology before white people knew what astrology was and written the Bible. The origin, 4000 BCE. You're dead, Muhammad. You're coming along, and we're seeing this practice of the major religions that dominate the world today using tactics to destroy indigenous spiritual systems globally. What were the spiritual systems globally? The worship of the woman through fertilization. What's greater than fertilization? It's you, it's a woman, and then she swells and she gives birth to another human. What are you worshiping? A man? No. This was the way of the world before colonialism and the Islamic traditions that my brother is infested with today. Female deity artifacts are among the oldest known human creations, featuring prominently in archaeological findings, often symbolizing fertility, protection, and nature across various cultures. Remember, Mother Nature, Father Time. Mother Nature is without man. Father Time is a man-made construct. Key examples using Upper Paleolithic Venus figurines. Now, cool. These items range from prehistoric ivory stone carvings to later prehistoric, before history as you know it was written. The Venus of Willendorf.
6 minutes.
The Venus of Willendorf, 25,000 to 30,000 BCE. An 11 centimeter tall Paleolithic limestone figure with exaggerated voluptuous features. They thought they was exaggerated, but we know how our women are built. Compared to a white woman, sorry. Compared to an Asian woman, sorry. Compared to an Arab woman, sorry, but not sorry. Black women have hips, lips, fingertips, dips, curves, and all type of stuff that just seem exaggerated compared to them. So here we go. The Venus of Tantan and Becca-Retta Ram, 200,000 to 500,000 years ago. Discovered in Morocco Golden Heights, potentially the oldest, though disputed, examples of early human-shaped artifacts. Before people even considered us modern human, we were making shapes of women. Whose God? The Venus of Tantan, Morocco, 300,000 to 500,000 BC. And Barak Heights, 233,000 to 800,000. Are two of the oldest known, albeit controversial, examples of the human-modified, potentially symbolic, pre-Paleolithic Venus-like features. Small stones shaped by man hands with tools. Once again, Venus of Baccarat Ram, 280,000 to 250,000 BC, man. Discovered in 1981. and discovered in 1999. The Venus of 1010, 300,000, 500,000. This predate any male god that you ever had. Give it to me. Here's my source. Here's my claim. Scientific evidence indicates that the earliest modern Homo sapiens involved in Africa and possessed dark skin, an adaptation to high ultraviolet radiation. Mitochondrial DNA suggests that all living humans share a common female ancestor from Africa. Let's get that again. All living humans share a common female ancestor from Africa, often called mitochondria Eve, predating Eve, who lived roughly 140,000, 200,000 years ago. Now, this is an ancestor that they say is a female that all humans today come from, that still comes after the depiction of females being God up to 800,000 years ago, 300,000 years ago, 500,000 years ago. The first modern humans were African and therefore dark skinned, black. Archaeological and historical evidence suggests that early human societies, particularly during the Paleolithic era up to 15,000 BCE, predominantly revered female deities or mother goddesses, representing fertility, earth, and creation. What's greater than that? What can a man, how can a man represent fertility? How can a man represent earth? How can a man represent creation when all men come from the vagina of a woman? I'm sorry. These figures were central to belief systems for thousands of years before the rise of male-dominated patriarchal religions. Let's get that again. These figures were central to belief systems for thousands of years before a male-dominated patriarchal religion. You're dead. Transition to male deities. The shift toward male-dominated pantheons began with the rise of plow agriculture, urbanism, and the development of militaries around 5000 BCE. Once men started getting into agriculture, society building, urbanism, military, when things wasn't about just eating from the trees and feeding from your mother's breast, and it became about war, guess who put themselves on top? Okay, 5000 BCE. As societies became more warlike, male deities associated with the sky, thunder, and war gained prominence. Peak that. The shift in belief, the decline in the prominence of the goddess was a slow process linked to the consolidation of power by kings and the rise of organized patriarchal religions like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Here's my source. Here's my claim. Parthenogenesis, yeah, a minute, does not naturally
1 minute and 55 seconds.
bet 2 minutes. That's even better. Does not naturally produce viable, healthy offspring in humans due to genomic imprinting, which requires genetic input from both parents for proper development. While spontaneous activation of, listen to this, while spontaneous activation of human eggs can occur, meaning a woman can get pregnant without a man, it usually results in non-viable ovarian teratomas. The baby passes. However, partial or chimeric parthenogenesis, where a child has some cells containing only maternal DNA, has been rarely reported. We have evidence that women make babies without men. All right. Here's my source. Here's my claim. Yes, the statement, all humans start as female, reflects a biological truth in early embryonic development, where all features have the potential for female development, and the male characteristics only emerge if a Y chromosome triggers the SRY gene around 6 to 7 weeks, meaning all humans start off female. Female is the default system. So if God made man in their image, who made man in their image more than the woman? Let's get that. Unless the Y chromosome triggers the SYR gene around 6 to 7 weeks gestation to form testes and male reproductive systems without the signal, development proceeds along the female pathway, making female the default development plan. Here's my source. Here's my statement. In essence, male development actively requires the presence of the Y chromosome and its genes. Female development occurs when the male switch is absent. So without this Y, the default setting of all humans is female.
That is time.
Black power.
That is time.
Let's get it.
Jesse, are you ready for your second round presentation? Rebuttal. Whatever. You muted up. You got to unmute your mic, Jesse.
Okay. Give me a second to pull up my presentation. Okay, I'm ready to go. Are you sharing my screen?
Screen is sharing. Time starts when you start.
So once again, I want to point out that Allah is not a human figure. He's not a man. He's not a woman. Allah is beyond this concept of male and female. We only refer to him as he or we out of signs of respect. But Allah does not have a mate. Allah is beyond these things that the brother is thinking. He has really limited the ability of his Lord and his creator. Not once was he able to say anything in which the woman has created, and throughout this whole presentation, he won't be able to do that. When we talk about God, we're looking for someone who can create something beyond what male and female can create. And I'm talking about the heavens. So right now, I'm going to come back to this point right here. This is 78:12. And built above you 7 mighty heavens. So the Quran says that 7 mighty heavens were built above us humans. Now, the heavens are what we refer to as the skies, and something that modern science has came to agree with is the fact that there are 7. So the Earth's atmosphere is generally defined in 5 primary layers, but including regions based on ionized composition and the transition into outer space. 7 distinct regions can be identified. These layers are ordered from the Earth's surface upwards: uh, troposphere, the stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, ionosphere, exosphere, and the magnetosphere. These are 7 layers of the heavens. This brother came from around, 1,600 years ago, saying this, and modern science has just recently agreed with them. Then we placed human as a sperm drop in a secure place. Then we developed the drop into a clinging clot, then developed that clot into a lump of flesh, then developed the lump into bones, then closed the bones with flesh, then we brought it to being a new creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of creators. Allah has in this verse described fetal development. It says fetal development. Within 24 hours of fertilizing the eggs, it becomes your baby, rapidly develops into many cells. I'm going to skip this and I'm going to go into the overview. What are the 3 stages of fetal development called? The fetal development is orderly and uh, intricate process. It begins before you even know you're pregnant, and it ends with the birth of your baby. Between the conception and delivery, there are many developed steps that occur. There are 3 stages of fetal development: germinal, embryonical, and fetal. Most people do not talk about their pregnancy in these terms, but it also often helpful to know. The germinal stage. The germinal stage is the shortest stage of the fetal development. It begins with the conception of the whole sperm egg joined into the fallopian tube. The sperm fertilizes the egg and creates a zygote. The zygote begins its journey up the uterus in the course of 1 week. During this journey, the zygote divides many times, eventually creating 2 separate structures. One structure eventually becomes an embryo, later the fetus, and others become the placenta. Cell division continues in a rapid pace. Eventually, the zygote turns into a blastocyst and arrives in the uterus, implants into your uterus lining. The implementation is successful for your body to immediately begin producing hormones that support this. So unfortunately, I don't have enough time to go into all these, but we can talk about the embryonic stage, the fetal stage, and I'm going to go ahead and just go to my next point. So modern scientific research includes microscopic examination, confirms that development in the wound occurs in a manner remarkably consistent with the Quranic description. Initially, the cartilage forms an embryo, which then transforms into bone. Muscle cells subsequently develop from the surrounding tissue and gather around the bones. Thus, finding the modern embryology are in complete agreement with the stages outlined in the Quran, especially when the text interpreted with attention is linguistic and its stylistic nuance. So I'm going to go back into the Quran. This is 222. He is the one who has made the earth a place of settlement for you and the sky a canopy and sends down rain from the sky, causing fruits to grow, provision for you. So do you knowingly set up equals with Allah and worship? And if you are in a doubt about what we've revealed to our servant, then produce surahs like it and call your helpers other than Allah if what you say is true. But if you are unable to do so, and you will never be able to do so, then fear the fire fueled with the people and stones, which is prepared for the disbelievers. So I just want to point out, this brother is not going to be able to produce a surah. He's not going to be able to produce nothing that proves that his woman is God. And to further on that point, I'm going to Quran 22:8. Still, there are some who dispute about Allah with no knowledge or guidance or an enlightening scripture, turning away in pride to lead others astray from Allah's way. They will suffer disgrace in this world, and on the day of judgment, we will make them taste the torment of burning. They will be told, "This is the reward for what your hands have done, and Allah is never unjust to his creation." So, once again, this is the harsh reality for this brother, turning away from worship of Allah to worshiping women. Do you not know that Allah fully knows whatever is in the heaven and earth? Surely it is all written in a record that is certainly easy for Allah. Yet they worship besides Allah that which He has sent down no authority, and which they have no knowledge. The wrongdoers will have no helpers. This is what that brother worships. Whenever our clear revelation is recited to them, you recognize the rage on their faces of the disbelievers, as if they are going to snap at those who recite our revelations to them. Say, shall I inform you of something more enraging than that? It is the fire in which Allah has threatened those who disbelieve. What an evil destination. O humanity, a lesson is set forth, so listen to it carefully. Those idols you invoke besides Allah can never create so much as even a fly. Even if they were all to come together for that, and if a fly were to snatch anything away from them, they cannot even retrieve it from the fly. How powerless are those who invoke and those invoked? They have not shown Allah the reverence he deserves. Surely Allah is all powerful, almighty. So this is a challenge to the black woman that this brother has set as his God. Can the black woman create a fly? The black woman cannot create the heavens and earth. She can't create rain. These are all things that are outside the scope of humans in totality. Do the disbelievers not realize that the heavens and earth were once one mass? Then we split them apart and we created from water every living thing. Will they then not believe? I bring this verse up to point out that this is the Big Bang theory. According to NASA's science, the Big Bang is how astronomers explain the way the universe began. It's the idea that the universe began at a single point, then expanded and stretched to grow as large as it is right now, and is still stretching. So just on that point, this goes back to that other verse that I mentioned in the beginning, where the heavens are still expanding. Now I'm going to go and go over these topics that the brother has brought up. Now, have you considered the idols of Lot and Uz, and the third one, Manat, as well? So this brother was
Two
talking about.
minutes.
All right,
Two
I'm gonna
minutes.
reread this. Now, have you considered the idols of Alat and Uz, and the third one, Manat, as well? Do you prefer to have sons while you attribute to him daughters? Then this is truly a biased distribution. These idols are merely names that you and your forefathers have made up, a practice Allah has never authorized. They follow nothing but inherited assumption and whatever their souls desire, although true guidance has already come to them from their Lord. Or should every person simply have whatever intercessors they desire? In fact, Allah alone belongs the world and the next. Another verse. Surely this is going to be Quran 4:116. Surely Allah does not forgive associating others with him in worship, but forgives anything else whoever he wills. Indeed, whoever associates other than Allah has clearly gone far astray. Instead of Allah, they invoke female gods, and they are actually invoking nothing but a rebellious Satan. Cursed by Allah, who said, I will surely take hold of certain number of your servants. I will certainly mislead them and delude them with empty hopeless hopes. Also, I will order them that they will split their ears of cattle and alter Allah's creation. And whoever takes Satan as a guardian instead of Allah has certainly suffered a tremendous loss. And this is going to be Quran 29:16. And remember when Abraham said to his people, worship Allah and fear him. This is better for you. If only you knew. You worship besides Allah nothing but idols, simply creating lies about them. Those you worship besides Allah certainly do not give you any provision. So seek provision from Allah alone. Worship him
That
and
is time.
to him. To
That
him
is
you will
time.
all be returned.
That is time. Q&A. Wait, no, I'm tripping. Jesse took the affirmative. Suave still has a second round to do. Are you ready for your second round rebuttal, Suave?
Black power, absolutely, truly, and indeed, man, indubitably, and let's get it, man. And I don't need to share. Sorry if I'm sharing. My
Okay, do
bad.
you want the big screen?
I want me and Jesse up there. He's so entertaining. His face is so entertaining. I like me and Jesse face up there both, man. And shout out to the Juice, man. Shout out to Juice for real. Support the businesses, man. No bull crap. But let's get my round in because this dude just died. Let's go.
Let me
I mean, yeah, man. Okay, let me know when.
you find
Go
something.
ahead right now, right?
Hold on, let me restart this timer. Time starts when you start.
There isn't any way I can see the clock. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be difficult.
Oh yeah, I got you. No, big
okay,
bet, big bet.
Appreciate it, God.
Hold on one
Shout
second.
out to everybody in attendance, man. Hit that like button. That Cash App works, man. Share if you have a platform. Those in attendance who not subscribed, subscribe, man. This is the Coliseum of Arguments, the Titan Debate League, hosted by A1, man. And yeah, it's a lot of black power going on around here. Let's get it. Let's go. Look, man, put your fist down. Look at that fist. That fist is so racist. That was crazy. He did fist. Everybody know that you. This is a black power fist. No, don't do that. He did like this. That's crazy.
I had a layout saved. I don't know. Hold on. Let me adjust this real quick before you go into your second round.
Yes, sir. Play a commercial, man.
Make some adjustments. Yeah, let me play a commercial, man. No, I can't adjust it while the commercial playing.
That brother needs a commercial to play because he's got to get himself together today.
There you go. That's the character I need right there. You ain't been having that character, but I know you had to read at the same time, so I know you can't read and think. So make sure you bring that character out. That's what the people here to see, man. Let's go, bro.
It's coming in the final round.
The closing round? That's crazy.
And let's go. Okay, new layout should be visible. Timer's down there in the corner. Time starts when you start.
Hold on, man. Hold on 1 second. Let's go.
There you go.
All right, man. Yeah, man. No, he didn't even address my premise. Me, I usually take the second round and go ahead and rebut his information, and he just took it as a second premise. But shout out to him. I made some very bold claims. He made some very bold claims. He brought no evidence. He expects for you to believe that because the Quran has information in it that can be subjectively true, that the claims about Allah is true. So if it says something about a fly, and it ends up to be true about a fly, that the claim that Allah made the world under a different name from a different book at a different time lines up. You had a duty to display here, brother. You were supposed to bring Allah here, but instead, the Quran is not under question. Allah is. The claims about Allah are unique to the Quran. I give you that. But all of the Quran is not based on Allah. The Quran comes from plenty of people who have plenty of real information contemporarily to the formation of the Quran. But what you did is try to apply the fact that the Quran may say two comes after one, mean Allah created man, and your shades won't fool you, won't save you from that. So now, what I showed you, one of the claims that I made that you had the chance to rebut is that black women were the first deities. You didn't address that. Plenty of archaeological proof, even prehistoric. We're talking about history being written by Herodotus, and Herodotus mentions group of people who worship a black woman as deity before Islam. Before Allah, there was Alat. In Arabic, the T at the end of the name is feminine. Understand? So when you have a name like Alat, predating Allah, and then Allah, or at least the person who said he got a message from Allah, Muhammad, comes along and destroy all of the feminine deity statues and leave just one male. And you're shaking your head, right? Yeah, you're dying. And so now here we are with this feminine deity being represented at the Kaaba. The Kaaba stone is a representation of the black vagina. There's a silver piece on the Kaaba stone that they have to walk up and kiss. It is shaped like the lips of a vagina. And anybody look at the Kaaba stone, it is black. You're dead. And so here we have archaeological. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, I don't know what type of spectrum fart that was that just tried to take me out the game, but I'm back. So before Islam, before the Kaaba, as you know it, before Allah, there was Allah, the female deity that ruled over the Arabian people who you got your doctrine from the Romans after the 700-year war. Now, let's get into it. Another claim that I also made is that the black woman is the first woman on earth, and therefore all people on earth hold genetic information from this one single woman. One, they didn't say a group of women. All humans, including you, have genetic tracings, not back to Alexander the Greek. You understand? Not back to what was the dude that invaded Germany, a little short, Napoleon. Not back to what's the Asian dude, Genghis Khan, but back to a single black woman. No white woman has more genetic information than any black woman. Do you understand that? The black woman was here for so long. She has 10 to 20 times more genetic information than any black sister. For those brothers who like to date outside their race, just know, if you're not providing the information to your child, who is? Peep that. He didn't challenge that information at all. I also said that the female has glands within her that create semen that could impregnate her, parthenogenesis. Nothing about that. I jumped out the window. But guess what? It's true. Science says this, yes. Although most of the time the child will fail during development, there have been times when women have created children on their own without the presence of a male. Wow. We have children existing today with males with XX chromosome, no Y chromosome in their skin or blood. We have the fact that the black woman has been displayed globally. And I remember I painted this picture where Christianity, Islam, Judaism comes into African and indigenous, not just African, but globally. But it's more recorded in Africa, right? Where we have all of these female deities. You look in Egypt, we have a bunch of female deities. You look at any other group of people, you look at Asia, big statues of pitch black females with big breasts and big hips. And then comes along the Greeks. Then come along the Romans. Then will come along the people with the pigmentation of my brother, Allah's gracious warrior. And now all of a sudden, the woman is the worst thing. Those hands are weak. The woman is the worst thing that ever happened to me. She brought sin into the world. She's not mentioned in the Bible. How does the Bible not intricately mention pregnancy? Pregnancy, the development of a child, the transformation of energy from an outer source into that body, being recognized as a soul or spirit, boom, is not in the Bible. You're obviously trying to dodge a conversation that all a man is trying to have. Where do people come from? Now, you tell me that all people came from a male figure that's not a man, a person that walk and talk but doesn't have legs or a voice, making the first man out of dust. And you know what that is? Do you know what that is, sir? We've never witnessed a human. Let me show you this. Because you said that in the Quran, Allah describes the development of a pregnancy. The black woman shows you it. Has lost her life being dissected on the table of Christians, Muslims, and Jews to see what is life. You're bullshit. But what I'm telling you is if Adam wasn't introduced as a man, guess what do we have to have? A breast to feed him as a child, an umbilical cord. Do you understand? Do you see the blatant disrespect in all deities that exist outside of your warmongering mind? All indigenous people globally represented their deity as the person that them, their mother, their grandmother, their great-grandmother, the mother goddess, mother nature, not father time, which is a construct and subject to parts of the earth. Mother nature. You're a youngster as a Muslim. You came in the AD, 650, 700 AD. The black woman has been represented as a big breast, big hip, big belly, stretched, marked woman with beautiful big lips and a wide nose for hundreds of thousands of years. You weren't even a thought. I apologize for that. I really do, because it's hard being you in 2026. But what I got to tell you in the context of this conversation, Allah is a very minuscule element of what a God is. Allah just became a God recently. Guess who's been a God for hundreds of thousands or millions of years? The woman that you have genetic tracings to, the black woman. And I have no mercy on anyone who tries to displace this and then place a man in the fact of that. But what I will have mercy for is someone with a genuine heart, who just doesn't understand the information, hasn't been expressed. No, cut your camera back on. Hasn't been expressed this information to or exposed to this information. I was a Christian once. You understand? So I understand the trap and I understand the ignorance, the limited of information. But you now have the information at your fingertips. Look it up. Islam mimicked a female goddess and then destroyed the relics and information that expressed it. Yes, like that, with those feminine hands. And so now the evidence is coming back because people are funding archaeological digs. And guess what they're digging up? Not Allah. Black women. Statues, 11 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 21 centimeters, 2 feet, all the way to the Sphinx, all the way to the Egyptian statues of these women sitting on thrones. Why don't the Islam have a woman sitting on the throne? If all humans come through a vagina, why doesn't the Muslim have one admiration for the woman? Why is she so restricted? Why is she so held back? Why is she blamed from the injustices of the world when since the inception of Islam, man has been in control? You have to ask yourself that. It's not just the glasses and the windbreaker hoodies in the back of the gym when the gym closes that gives you the security of holding Islam down. It's the acceptance by Allah that gives you that comfort that you're right. But I'm here to stand on the fact that all holy books will tell you that the religion that is true will not be held great. It will be shunned. And the fact that Islam is the fastest growing religion on earth lets me know it's not the truth. There's more temples to my Allah than there are to black women. So even if the Quran and the Bible tells you that the true religion, the true God will be hidden and shunned and prayed about in corners, then you got to recognize if Allah is this popular, that's not the true God. Who's the most hated individual on earth? The black woman. And Suave B.O.S is here to stand on the fact that that woman is the true God that created everything that you can bear witness today. There's nothing outside of your own advantage that you cannot give to the black woman. What? Prove it to me. You brought up Allah. Prove Allah. Bring Allah. I have a black woman here. There are black women in the chat. When you pray to Allah, does Allah answer? When I talk to my wife, she answers. When I talk to Sheikh Mac, she answers. When I ask them for things, they provide. You are sitting here by yourself with this delusion to dismiss the black woman. Although you married a beautiful black woman, respect to you, props to you, shout out to you. I don't care about what culture you got her through. If she loves you, that is beautiful to me. I'd rather see you with a black woman than a non-black woman because you look ridiculous in the face. But what I tell you is this. Allah going against the black woman is a redundant conversation. Allah is a baby compared to the black woman being God. The black woman has been God for millions of years, proven 100,000 years. Allah has been God for less than 1,500 years. You are a child, a baby that is suckling from the breast of the black woman. Black power, man. Hit the like button. It's the boy Suave B.O.S. Rest in peace to Jesse. Let's get this question in there.
That is time. That is time. Next. Yeah, that was the we got through the opening, got through the first and second round. Go to a word from our sponsors, then get to that Q&A.
Let's pause the noise for a second, because if you're still here right now, you're already different. Not everyone gets this. Not everyone understands real debate, real scholarship, real intellectual smoke. But you do. This is Coliseum of Arguments. This is Titans Debate League. And what happens here doesn't survive on algorithms. It survives on the people who believe in it. When you support through Cash App, you're not just donating. You're fueling the arena. You're the reason we can bring in high-level guests. You're the reason we keep unbiased judges. You're the reason these debates stay sharp, fair, and uncompromised. This platform is built by thinkers, sustained by supporters, protected by the ones who know value when they see it. If this show has ever sharpened your mind, has ever entertained you, or has ever challenged what you thought you knew, then Cash App is how you say, keep this going. Not everyone contributes, but the ones who do, they're part of what makes this real. Coliseum of Arguments, Titans Debate League, powered by the people who get it.
My heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. Yeah. My heart is bleeding in a pool of blood, I'm drowning. I look in the mirror now.
And back to you, gentlemen. Suave, it is on you to start the Q&A. Let me set the timer for 10 minutes. You ready? Time starts when you start.
Understood. Can you come off mute, brother? All right, Jesse, let me ask you first, man. Is the black woman God?
No, not at all.
At no point in time was the black woman God?
Never.
Never. There's no society or civilization on earth at any point in time that recorded the black woman as God.
There were societies that worshipped female deities in wrongness.
Okay. Were they black female deities?
They were female deities nonetheless. I'm not going to go too deep into colors, regardless of them being black
Like, do
deities
you know
or
you got
white
into a
deities.
debate about
Just
color? Do
just the
you know
fact
that the
they were
word black
worshiping
is in the
female
title?
deities
You
is
did not
wrong.
come here tonight to get into a conversation that doesn't imply color. Do you recognize that it says the black woman?
I don't recognize the color of the deities that they were recognizing. So I mean, it's. I'm not going to say that I know that they were
Okay,
worshiping black
understood.
deities
What
or white
what
deities.
who
But
was
just
the
female
first
deities,
person?
I do recognize.
Understand. Was the first human on earth a black woman?
Scientifically report as of science right now, they do believe that Lucy was one of
Lucy.
the
Okay.
yeah, who was
Okay, I
one of
got
the
you.
first bones
So
that
yes,
have been
right.
discovered.
So yes, right. So black women existed before white women, right?
Yes,
Before Asian women,
correct.
before Arab women.
Black women and men, yes, correct.
Okay. Was there any woman that existed before the black woman?
No,
Okay. So these societies that was praising women as gods, were they black women?
I'm not. I'm
If
not
these
familiar with. I'm
society
not familiar with
existed
the color
before,
that they were praising, but it's very possible that they could have been black women.
okay, understood. And when was Allah recorded as a god?
Allah was recorded prior to the Quran. This, of course, the Quran is going to be a final revelation, but we still recognize that Allah has been around throughout the beginning of
Okay,
time,
when
before
that
Adam.
just took a date. All you had to do was give me a date so I could ask you what source. What date can you give me that Allah was recorded, sir?
I don't have a date for you, but pre-Adam.
Okay, so you know you had a debate about Allah going against the black woman as God, the creator of the universe, everything you stand for, and you didn't do the research to get a date. Okay,
Allah's
sure.
pre-Adam.
So is it
He's
safe?
before. He's
Is
before
it
men.
safe? Is it safe to assume, due to your lack of research, that the black woman predates Allah?
No, it's not.
So you
It's not
telling
safe
me
to
that
assume
Allah
because
predates the black woman?
yes, because Allah predates
Who first
all of
recorded
creation.
Allah?
Allah predates all creation.
Who first recorded Allah?
Allah was recorded during the time of Adam. So prior
Okay,
to Adam, there was Allah.
okay. Was Adam black?
Very possible, yes.
Was the first human on earth considered scientifically a black female?
The Quran says that
No. I said
the
scientifically,
first
not the
man
Quran.
that the first
I
man
said
was made
scientifically,
from.
not the Quran. The Quran is not
The
a
Quran says
scientific book.
that the
No,
first
I
person
asked you
was made from
scientifically.
a black altered mud.
You already admitted scientifically the black woman is the first human formed on earth, right? Right?
I disagree with that concept, but scientifically speaking, the black woman is the oldest recorded bones that they found, but there's still
Okay.
possibility that they might find something older.
So if a
Science
black
can be
woman is the
changed.
first human and it takes a human to record Allah, who came first? The recordation of Allah or the black woman?
Allah.
That's crazy. And who was Allah recorded by, if not at least the first black woman?
Adam.
Adam predates the first black woman?
Yes.
Okay. And Adam was created from dirt and God spit, right?
Yes.
Now, where did you get that story from? The Bible, right?
Bible and Quran.
The Quran tells the story of Adam's creation.
Oh no. It does
I
talk
know.
about this. It does talk about
So
the
where did you
story
get
of
the
Adam's
story of
creation.
Adam's creation?
You're going to get it from the
The
Bible, but
Bible.
it also
The
does
Bible,
occur
right?
in the Quran.
Okay. The Bible, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. And according to the Bible, Jesus is God in the flesh, right?
I disagree with that concept.
No. I said according to the Bible, sir. Can you just be
No.
truthful? So according to the Bible, Jesus is not God in the flesh.
No.
So when it says in the beginning, the word was God and the word was with God, and it says that Jesus is the word later on in the Bible, don't you recognize that the word that was in the beginning that is God was Jesus?
No, this is
Okay,
when God
fine.
creates,
I
he creates
accept
with
that.
his
I
word.
accept
All
that.
he
I
does is
accept
say
that.
be,
Hold on.
and it
Wait.
is.
I don't need to be
So that
taught.
is what
Stop,
it means
please.
when it says
I
that
accept that.
God,
You can
this is
explain
God's
that on
word.
your closing. What I'm telling you is this. So now what you have done in front of everybody is rejected the Bible. So you can't even use the Bible. So let's just use the Quran, which doesn't have the creation story. It doesn't talk about Jesus being the God. It talks about Jesus being a prophet, right?
Prophet and
Okay.
Messiah, yes.
So what I'm telling you is that the black woman is the creator in flesh, and you can disprove that. And in fact, I've proved that tonight. So now my question to you is, what unique thing has Allah done for you that the black woman hasn't?
He's created the earth that we live on today. He's created the whole universe. He's created the mountains that I've presented in my presentation. He's created the waters that we drink from. He created the
Okay, so
plants.
bet.
He created the plants
Can
that
you
we eat
prove
from.
that? Can you show me that?
I've already showed it to you in our debate when I
No, you
presented all
show
my
me a
verses.
book that claims that you disagree with. You disagree with the Bible that God created the heavens and the earth. The Quran doesn't tell that story.
I
The
didn't read
Bible
the Bible.
says
I
that
didn't read none of
Jesus
the
is
Bible
God in
in the
the flesh.
presentation.
You said that Bible is out of here. So let's deal with the Quran. Can you show me a source where Allah created the heavens and the earth and the rivers and formed the countries and the continents and made a sun and named all the animals? Can you show me that in the Quran? No,
Yes, I
right? Let's
can.
not waste my time,
Yes,
right?
yes, I can.
Okay, what surah, what Allah shows that?
I don't have the time right now
I
to
know,
pull
but
it up,
God,
but we
but
do have
Allah is
we
only
do
the
have those
creator of the
verses.
universe. I
We
can
do
tell
have them
you.
verses. I don't want to
Okay,
waste your
listen,
time for
brother.
3 minutes trying to
Okay,
look.
yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Okay, so now we have only the claims of the Quran, and you're bringing the Quran as if the Quran is Allah. Allah is not the Quran, right? Do we
Correct.
need? Okay, so what do you have of Allah? Allah is not the Quran. You keep bringing the Quran. Let's throw the Quran out, throw the Bible out. We don't need no books because we're not born with no books. What do you have to prove Allah?
So just to point out, the Quran is the literal word of God that we have
According
today.
to who? Man, right?
Correct.
And all men came from a vagina, right?
Correct.
So women are the creator of the man that create the word, making them God. So what I'm telling you is don't go that route. Let's throw out all books. What do you have that you could bring to the table to prove Allah? Go.
Scientifically speaking, there's something called intelligent design. So currently, science is
That
proving
is not a
that
scientific term. Science will never
intelligent
use.
design is a scientific term that they're actually using to recognize the creator himself. Allah is that creator. Intelligent design is a scientific way of saying it. Or excuse me,
Intelligent design is a
intelligent
term that
design.
is
Thank you.
used to escape certain scientific phrases. Get
Correct.
it? But I'm asking you, what do you bring? Can you ask Allah for something right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, ask him to refill that juice bottle.
I'm not gonna ask him for something that's
Right?
impossible.
Okay, can I ask the black woman? Can you ask the black woman to refill that juice bottle for you?
I can ask. I can go
No,
refill this juice bottle by myself.
Do you have a black wife?
I do, and I
Could you
can
ask her to
her
refill that
I
bottle?
can,
And will she
and
refill
I can
that
do it
bottle?
myself.
1
as
minute.
well.
Do you see how you depend more on the black woman than you do Allah? Who's gonna bear your children, Allah or a black woman?
Allah is the creative process that
Who's going to bear your children, Allah or the black woman?
The woman's going to bear my children, but Allah is the
Who
one who
married
gives
you, Allah or the
that
black
woman
woman?
permission to do so.
Who takes care of you, Allah or the black woman?
Allah takes care of me.
What does the black woman do for you?
That's my helpmate, as the biblical people would speak or say. The black woman is
Okay.
My
so
counterpart.
Yeah, I got it. And so the fact that the black woman has been recorded as a deity for hundreds of thousands of millions of years, and Allah only being recorded for about 1,500 years, dismisses the fact that Allah is God. The black woman wins.
That
Black
is
power.
time.
Shout out to you, man.
That is time. That is time. Jesse, Q&A, 10 minutes. It's on you. Time starts when you start, sir.
Okay. So, I just want to go ahead and, yeah, go ahead, get this time started. I just want to point out that, though the black woman is great and magnificent in many ways, Allah predates this creation. We're having a debate about who is God, and he's trying
Hey,
to
what's your
bring.
question?
Okay, so my first question is going to be, can the black woman create a mountain?
Yes, I can prove that the black woman creates a mountain as much as you can prove that Allah creates a mountain
How did the black woman create the heavens and earth?
through the same process that Allah created the heavens and earth.
Now,
So,
isn't a black woman a walking thing just like us?
a walking thing just like us, yes, because we come from a black woman. All men of all races come from a black woman, and even in biblical or Quranic terms, Allah or God walked and talked and is declared as a man. So, what's your point?
Have you ever heard of a female or a man creating the earth?
Hey, Lorel, I mean, hey, Ruben, that was cold. Have I ever heard of what?
A black deity creating, excuse me, a human being creating an earth.
A human being creating the earth? Yes,
Yes.
I've heard of a human being creating the earth.
Now, how would it be? Can a human being today create something like the earth?
Uh, God it works in mysterious ways, and I'm not privileged to that information. But I know that a black woman is here before anybody else. So the earliest recordations will come from a black woman, since all people came from a black woman. Who's gonna have the oldest story on earth? A black woman. And
See,
so
but you're thinking very minimal. Um, you're thinking on what a human can create. Now,
okay,
I'm
explain
I'm
how.
bringing what I have been presenting you is things that are beyond the human complex. So I'm asking you once again: can a woman today, a black woman today, create another Earth
Yes. Oh, what
that
you
we can
mean
live
by
on?
beyond human? Don't you understand it?
That we can live on
Yes, that
Earth?
we can live on. Don't you understand it?
No.
Is it more? Oh, so you're debating something that's more complex than you can understand
What I'm telling you is no human figure can create the heavens and earth. No, can tell me how can a black woman create space
through thought.
through thought, brother?
Okay,
No,
hold on. Was wisdom not a female? Was wisdom not used in the creation of the universe and the earth?
that's biblical concepts. I'm
Oh, we
strictly
throwing
here
the
for fun.
Bible out.
And and,
Okay,
and,
so
and plus,
you
this
okay,
this is
bet.
my question and answer portion. You know what I'm saying?
A
So
good thing. Remember that.
let
Shout
me
out
ask
to
some
you,
other
man.
questions.
Turn up on that WWE energy. They
Okay,
here for that.
so can have you ever heard of a black woman today creating a fly that is living?
Creating a fly.
Yes.
No, I've never seen a black woman create a fly.
So can we both agree that this is outside of the realms of the black woman?
No, because the black woman pre-exists all of us, and she could have been making flies in the beginning when we weren't around.
Have you heard of that today?
Yes, I have.
A black woman creating a fly.
Yes, I heard of it today. You just asked me, can a black woman create a fly? I heard
But
of
I'm
it today.
saying, can have you ever heard of it happening that a black woman has created a fly?
Yes, you just introduced that concept to my mind. I thought about it, and I say, yeah. When the
Okay.
black women were the first people around, they could have just made everything on Earth and then made us, and we think we just here.
Brother, I think you need to realize that no human can create the earth. But let me just stick to the question and asking you some questions. Um,
There you go.
do you pray? Do you pray to your black woman?
Yes, I do more than pray to my black woman. See, the way that you pray is you close your eyes and talk to somebody that's not there.
Can
I
you
say
show me? Can you
Tanisha.
show
Hold
me what
on,
a
wait.
prayer
I
looks
say
like?
Tanisha. Do you love me? Do you love me, baby?
Yes.
See
That's
that?
that's your
Now
form of a
ask
prayer.
Allah, does he love you?
Does that your is that your
Nothing will
form of prayer?
happen. So I don't have to pray to the black woman. I talk to her. I rub her
Okay.
feet. I rub
Does
her
your
scalp.
does your black woman pray to another black woman?
No, she prays to me.
So you worship her and she worships you.
Yes, that's what God's do.
So you're a god too.
Yes.
And this debate is the black woman God, and you believe yourself as a God.
Yes. Big G, little G. The black woman is the big G. The man is the little G.
Okay. Now, let me say this: is would God be the correct term for a female deity, or would it be goddess?
Yes. God, women, black women will be the first
4 minutes,
goddess.
50 seconds.
I'm asking you, do they call women gods or do they call them
Yes.
goddesses?
They call women gods. Yes.
This is incorrect. They call them goddesses.
No, they also call them gods.
But the correct term for a female deity would be a
Are
goddess.
goddesses gods?
The debate is
Are goddesses gods?
it's not your time. It's not your time to ask questions.
Okay.
It's my time
Well,
to answer
yes,
questions.
goddesses are gods. In fact, goddesses were the first gods.
So I just want to point out the debate is Allah versus the black woman who is God, and he doesn't they don't even fit the description, because a black woman would
They
be
fit the
referred to
description more than
as a
Allah.
goddess. Now
They fit the description more than Allah.
can a black woman make it rain?
Yes, black women have been recorded for centuries dancing and making it rain, accumulating clouds, mist, and moisture in the air and making it rain. It's called rain dancing, and it's been known in America, Asia, and Africa.
Do you believe in that?
Yes, it's proven. I don't have to believe in it.
That's not proven.
It's the same technology that CERN is based off of.
Not so. Is a woman, a black woman, able to create a son?
Yes, multiple sons. My girl got a son.
I'm talking
my
about the sun
ex-wife
that
has a
shines on the earth.
son. All
about the
black
sun that
women
shines
are
on the earth.
possible. Have the ability to create sons. You're a son.
I'm talking
You're
about
a
the sun.
son.
I'm talking about
I'm
the
a
sun that
son.
shines
My
on the earth.
mama created a son. A
The
black.
brother's deflecting. I'm talking about the sun that revolves around the earth.
Oh, yes. I cannot disprove, since I wasn't here, since no one was here with the black woman in the beginning. I can't prove what she created, what she didn't. So I cannot dismiss that black women created the sun and the moon and the stars, and then us. And then
Have you ever seen that in your lifetime?
No. Have you seen Allah create a sun?
I've seen all of Allah's created creation, and the book.
Did you
the book
record it on your
confirms
cell phone?
No, I didn't have to record it because it's already been recorded. So speaking of being recorded, what book do you read from?
Book. I'm not born with a book, brother. I already have all the genetic information that I need that came from the perfect being. My mother, a black woman. I was not born with a book or a tool. I can live a long, efficient life with everything that I was born with out of the black womb.
So it's fair to say that you don't have a book of guidance.
I have several book of guidance. The dictionary guides me on vocabulary and spelling and meaning. Science books define me. I don't have one book that I just blatantly ignore all logic for, like you. No.
Which one did the black woman create?
All of them, because the black woman created every person on earth.
But
all information that's on earth came from a black woman.
She's not creating the science book that you're reading from.
She absolutely did.
Which book?
All of them. Black woman was the first humans on earth. Therefore, all people that came after them and all endeavors accomplished is credited to her. Sorry.
And who created her?
Her.
So she created herself.
Yeah, or she forever existed. Either or. I don't know. I'm not privileged to that information. Only the black woman is, because she is God.
So, we were talking about scientific terminology, and we're talking about the design or the designer. Would that be fair to say that something that created the black woman through that process?
You state your question. I'm sorry, you kind of shaking and breaking up. I couldn't catch the context of your question.
So science is starting to prove that there is intelligent design. Is it fair to say
1 minute?
Is it fair to say that black woman was created by an intelligent design?
No, it's fair to say that black woman is the intelligent design that created all.
So you're saying that black woman created the Big Bang Theory?
The black women gave birth to the bodies and the minds that thought of the Big Bang Theory, or they could have thought of it themselves. But the fact that the Big Bang Theory is a possibility is all based on the fact that the black woman existed before we all knew what happened, and we're trying to figure it out. You're dead.
I'm saying, what is the thing that created the universe?
The black
in its
woman.
entirety?
The black woman. The same thing that creates all man today. Who made man
What
in their
what book?
image? Was it not the
What book
black
would?
one?
What book or source would you say that would say that?
I don't need a book. I have a black woman who gives birth to men who is proven to be the first person on earth. I don't need a book. We have the physical data. You're dead.
So I just want to point out. I just want to point out real
No,
quick.
your
You know,
time is up, man. Black
I have a
Power, man. Thank y'all for coming into the debate, man. Hit that like button. Share if you have a platform. A1 is on you, Black Power.
Yeah, man, my dog's going crazy right now. Enough. Yeah, that's the end of the Q&A. Drop another bomb for both of these gentlemen. Now we're going to go into our 3-minute closing remarks. Suave, it's on you. You're muted.
All right, and it gotta be obviously, man. Black Power, thanks for coming out, man. Yeah, I emphatically proved tonight that Allah doesn't stand a chance up against the black woman. The black woman has been recorded as the earliest human on earth, the earliest deity in cultures globally. Allah came around 1,500 years ago, recorded by some person who couldn't read or write, that came up out of a mountain that don't even exist, claiming that something will reveal and claiming that this information is the information of Abraham, but Abraham never spoke of Allah. Claiming that this information was the information of Moses, but Moses never spoke of Allah. The brother died on all forms. It's not an institution, university, or organization that can provide him with the literature or resources that he needs to put Allah up against the black woman. The black woman has been proven before any recorded language, any recorded anything. That it's a prehistoric definite that the black woman was God, is God, and forever will be God, to the point that, hey, having a black wife is the best thing that can happen to you on a basic level. Having a black female creator is the best thing that happened to the world, and that's just what it is. Now, I brought up plenty points. He evaded them. He brought out a long premise. But what he did is stood on the fact that the Quran says something that even spoke over your head and you couldn't understand, or that you agreed with. And the fact that you understood with those things in the Quran, voila, Allah. No, I could put a lie in the book of truth that does not make the lie a truth. You had the burden of bringing Allah to the table, weighing them up, bringing evidence. You can't do that. You can't do that. Christians can't do that with Jesus or God. Jews can't do it with Yahweh or Yahweh or anybody that they want to define. But one thing that I can definitely throw in your face, bow, 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 all day, is the black woman. I hope that y'all really took in the information and seen what I showed. Parthenogenesis, the fact that women can't create sperm within themselves and
1
impregnate
minute.
themselves. Yes, women can't create humans without males. Sorry. The fact that they are the earliest recorded deities, females, fertility goddess. What are you gonna make a male a god for? Ejaculation? Like, what are we talking about here? So the fact that we stand on this platform that the major three religions got it right and then they're the babies of the world is redundant, man. Modern humans have been on earth for 300,000 years. We've had humans on earth for hundreds of thousands of years, potentially millions of years, and during that whole duration, black women were God. And then here comes a systematic colonization and oppression of African spiritual, indigenous spiritual systems, and we get Allah and the praising of a phallus. I don't do that. Black power. Shout out to the black woman. I love y'all, man. Hold y'all head up despite all the bullshit we put y'all through. Black power.
That's time. Jesse, time starts when you start.
So Allah's gracious warrior has come here today to destroy this brother Suave B.O.S, and I have done so in every single way. You know, I came around every single round I was in, I came with Quran verses. I literally was reading Quran from the beginning to the end on our first two debates. And not only did I read Quran, but I came through and supported him with scientific evidence. You know, We talked about the heavens and earth, and we talked about the 7 layers of the atmosphere. We've talked about how, scientifically speaking, mountains are pegs, and I've read a Quran verse that said He did it Himself, Allah. Now, something that I think is going over this brother Suave Boss's head is the fact that Allah is an unseen creator. He's beyond the dimensions of human beings. No human is able to be a god. This is humans are limited within in what they can do. Allah is unlimited. There's no limit to what Allah can do. He's created everything. He's created everything that we live on today. He's talking about the first recorded human being, but what created that? That was Allah who created that. Rather that first human being being male or female, we're speaking of the creator who created everything. This brother has been destroyed tonight. He was talking about he's never brought up anything regarding women creating mountains, the heavens, the producing the water that actually comes from the sky. This is all stuff that goes over the poor Suave Boss's head. He's very limited in his thinking and understanding of the creator. Our creator is very complex. I've even brought out scientific terms as far as what science calls him today. This is Quran, and I backed everything up with sources as well. This brother didn't come with
One minute.
He didn't come with sources to back up his claims. Even the claims that he had regarding a lot, I turned around and destroyed them with Quran verses. Allah has shown Himself to be victorious. Once again, this was an easy debate. Anybody who will watch this will recognize the winner has been made clear. Allah's gracious warrior has destroyed the Suave Boss tonight. Very easy win. The brother needs to go find a book of guidance that he can read from. How are you even sitting up here in this debate with nothing that the black woman has created? Very easy. The brother needs to go back to studying. This is it. Allah's gracious warrior won the debate. I'd like to thank everybody for watching.
That is time. That is time. Pure fruit veggie. Let's get it. Let's get it. And go real quick. We'll go to a word from our sponsors. We'll go to see what the chat's talking about.
Let's pause the noise for a second, because if you're still here right now, you're already different. Not everyone gets this. Not everyone understands real debate, real scholarship, real intellectual smoke. But you do. This is Coliseum of Arguments. This is Titans Debate League. And what happens here doesn't survive on algorithms. It survives on the people who believe in it. When you support through Cash App, you're not just donating. You're fueling the arena. You're the reason we can bring in high-level guests. You're the reason we keep unbiased judges. You're the reason these debates stay sharp, fair, and uncompromised. This platform is built by thinkers, sustained by supporters, protected by the ones who know value when they see it. If this show has ever sharpened your mind, has ever entertained you, or has ever challenged what you thought you knew, then Cash App is how you say, keep this going. Not everyone contributes, but the ones who do, they're part of what makes this real. Coliseum of Arguments, Titans Debate League, powered by the people who get it. In the arena of ideas, words are weapons. Confidence is your armor, and every Titan needs their gear. From the Titans Debate League comes a movement born from energy, faith, and power. Custom debater tees, spiritual wear, and PVO gear guaranteed to uplift your spirit and elevate your mindset. This isn't just fashion, it's identity, it's purpose, it's power. Join the movement, step into the arena. Shop now at ColiseumofArguments.com and wear what Titans believe in.
an exhibition.
These are not just speakers. These are thinkers, forged in fire. Warriors of words stepping into destiny. Welcome to the Coliseum of arguments, where logic clashes with conviction and ideas spill like blood in the sand. 16 titans, 16 minds, one path to immortality. They come seeking truth, they fight for redemption, they burn for revenge. Featuring the intellectual elite of the Titans Debate League. Every round a new war, every word a new weapon. Every titan ready to fall or rise in glory. This is not debate, this is combat. Step into the Coliseum of arguments. Only the brave speak here. Are you not entertained?
All right. What I'm going to do now is, you know what? We have judges for this. This is an exhibition debate. So this isn't for the $500 grand prize. What we're going to do is do a war room after this, and we're going to take questions from the audience. People will be able to come up and share their thoughts, and if they have any questions for either of the debaters, they will be able to ask them. I see Jesse dropped off. I'm sure he'll be back in a second. Let me go ahead and create that stream and post that link. That's what I should have did the whole time. Those ads were running. I was over here jamming to the music, man. Yeah, everybody just tap back in here in a few minutes. You know what? I could be patient. I ain't gotta rush on up out of here. We'll wait for Jesse to hop back on real quick. I got one more ad too.
Amazing news! At Titans Debate League is now looking for interns. We are expanding our team and seeking driven individuals who are ready to make an impact. We're on the hunt for talented people to join our marketing team, a charismatic new host, and creative minds who can produce amazing content. If you have a positive attitude and are used to winning, because that's what we do here, then we want to hear from you. Join us and contribute to a culture of excellence and success here at Titans Debate League. Email us today, titansdebateleague@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Where infinity gauntlet is a mere toy compared to the intellectual prowess build and destroy the cipher. Intellectual sword to slice you, or whatever device you recommend. Surgical precise pen, hand get heated, the room will spin. If man get treated, them goals gon' spin. Level heads with feet, paradigm the box you in. Got a pair of red dimes in the box you in. Don't matter, paradigms, your clock won't spin. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we're stopping. It's the clash of the tigers. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down or lay down when we storming. It's the clash of the titans. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet.
And we are back. I don't see Jesse though. Jesse, where you at? We got some interview questions for you about the debate. And we wanted to take a few from the crowd as well. Let me go ahead and get that link over to the audience. I am going to post this link right here to the war room in the comments right now. War room link. So everybody can head on over right now. There it goes. Head on over there right now. And I'm going to get that invite for you, Suave, in the private chat. Everybody else can head over to the war room link. We're about to go live in about 2 minutes. Appreciate you. And Suave, this one's for you. Suave, that link for you is in the private chat. Everybody else can go to the link that's on the screen, and it's also in the comments. And we're going to end with the song by Connie's Son, Same Heart. I usually play him on Spotify, but you can go check him out on any platform. Head on over to his Facebook and tell him A1 sent you. And remember my motto, treat your smile like your money and never let them steal it. With that being said, y'all have a good night. Peace.
We was together, down for whatever. How the hell did we just fall apart? You was my brother, know that I love you. I would've gave you my own heart, and I would've never holding it level. Think about letting that thing spark, knowing that we got the same heart. It's crazy we ain't got the same heart, and they the one taking the aim for it, and I'm the one taking the blame for it. They ain't got no shame in the game for it, till I come back around with that pain for it. You gon' pay for the time you was hating, you gon' pay for the time you was dirty macking, you gon' pay for the time that you hit on women, you pay for the time that you flipped on family. Karma gon' come your way, young nigga. It can be any day, young nigga. The way that you played your hand, I forgive you, but back in that sandbox, can't forget you. Killing my mental, tell your little brother the issue. How did we go to them pistols? Know I'm official, know that I try to uplift you. Kinda knowing that I miss her. We was together, down for whatever. How the hell did we just fall apart? You was my brother, know that I love you. I would've gave you my own heart, and I would've never owned any level. Think about letting that thing spark, knowing that we got the same heart. It's crazy we ain't got the same heart, and I'm the one taking the blame for it, and they the one taking the aim for it. They ain't got no shame in the game for it, till I come back around with that pain for it. You gon' pay for the time you was hating, you gon' pay for the time you was dirty macking, you gon' pay for the time that you hit on women, you pay for the time that you flipped on family. One more hate, it really ain't gon' matter. More pale lips, just me, more chatter. Can't hold hands going up no ladder. I fall from up here, then my shit gon' shatter. I'm putting on for my whole family, but we on a different road, family. You told folk that I told family, but I never did fold when the folks had me 100. I never been fake in frontin'. I told younger nigga make him something, you told younger nigga take him something, and he the one that took that from his cousin, and that there got the whole family fussing. Got big sis beefing with her brother, even through it all still know I love you, but every second I think I trust you. I'm dead, I'm smart in the game, you made it hard in the game. I'm loving, I started the lane, I'm hard as they came. Melody target they brain and they draw like a martyr with flame. How far I done came, you was not part of the blame, you was just part of the strain. You was so grimy that niggas ain't wanna come fuck with me, but that's just part of it. And I'm the one taking the blame for it, they the one taking the aim for it. They ain't got no shame in the game for it, till I come back around with that pain for it. You gon' pay for the time you was hating, you gon' pay for the time you was dirty macking, you gon' pay for the time that you hit on women, you pay for the time that you flipped on family. We was together, down for whatever. How the hell did we just fall apart? You was my brother, know that I love you. I would've gave you my own heart, and I would've never owned any level. Think about letting that thing spark, knowing that we got the same heart. It's crazy we ain't got the same heart.
Everybody head to that link on the screen. We are going over to the war room to interview the debaters. I will see you over there. Salute to those still around. Yeah.